So I just woke up, I was doing my chores around the house, right, tidying up a little bit, being a responsible adult, and then I came to the PC and I was like, let me see if they post the Sora kid. Surely she can be at least usable, a great character, right? Something you can at least slot in your team. And what I found instead is one of the biggest piece of shits they've made in the last 2.5 years. This is worse than most SR characters in the game. That's how bad it is. That's how dog shit this is. Now, I cannot wait for people to defend this by saying, Sefhi, this is good because you can save resources. Are we stupid? Why are you playing a game about collecting characters if you cannot use those characters? Are we gonna be using the excuse of Surface 1.0? You can use them in there because you will be able to use specific squads with different skills. Really, that's our bar right now. Something that doesn't exist and people being just retired. I don't understand. Let's talk about this kit a little bit. What's going on? This is automatically a T4, maybe a T5 with milk, with how tilted it's making me. I'm gonna be honest, okay? Now, that said, before we start, hello the internet, welcome back to the damn Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic, obviously, Sora kit pre-analysis and if it's worth pulling for her or not. By the intro, you know the answer, okay? By the intro, you know the answer. I will buy 2 multis, see if we can get her to test in case, you know. Nah, there is no fucking way, bro. Okay, let's talk a little bit about what's going on with this. I'm just honestly baffled. I'm baffled. The burst animation and her jiggle itself is pretty cute. I will say it's a nice looking character, right? Looks really good. Looks really nice jiggle, even though the you know, still everything is there, but still you can appreciate it. Her burst animation is pretty nice, I will say. Right here, you get the you know, the plane, and then you get a transition into the streets. For some reason, I assume it will be explained on the event why you were on the plane and now why you are on the streets, and she's offering you whatever that is. That's her burst, most likely for the lobby. Not worth pulling 4 copies for that. There is no fucking chance. Now, let's talk a little bit about her kit. First of all, this is a B1 supported wind rocket launcher with a 40-second burst skill on the cooldown. So, already useless. Right, now, that's not the worst part about the kit, because that's not even the worst part. That's how bad this is. So, first of all, skill 1, right? Activates when entering the battle, affecting herself. Potency of HP granted is increased by 35% continuously. If you are looking to use her as a healer for whatever reason, she will do her job. You could be using Milk Treasure and also get good heals. That's not the point, right? It's about the utility and what she's providing for the team. Okay, so skill 1, okay, potency of HP granted increase continuously. Skill 2, Secret Carrion, another passive. This is the best part in my opinion. So, this character could have been used if she was A, 20 seconds, and B, her attack buff, her offensive buffs were unlocked behind destroying enemy parts. Because this means the only reason you would be using her is on raids. And the only thing she's giving you while you are breaking parts, it's a 23% attack buff for 15 seconds. On a 40-second B1, you can slot so many other characters that will be providing you with higher buffs, with permanent uptime, without this condition of destroying parts. So automatically, this is a character that if there is no bosses, if there is no parts, she's useless. She will never be used because her skill 2 is gone. So you are only left with the skill 1, which is potency of HP granted, and you are also left with the skill 2, which is recovers 50% of the caster's final max HP as HP and Dispel 1 debuff. Now, they added the Dispel on her burst on a 40-second cooldown. Meaning, even if the boss was to have continuous debuffs, right, it's still trash. You cannot take advantage of this because it's a 40-second CD. There are other characters with the Dispel, and I don't even remember right now who they are because they are all useless, right? If we talk about Dispel debuff, I think it's only these 2. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Coco and Mika, ex-Mika, right, the Christmas version. And both of those characters, as you all know, are useless. They've never been used. I think I saw Coco on 1 raid last year, and that's about it. So, all in all, I don't understand why we're going back to the skits. Like, we were having so many good characters. It doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. If we go to banner history for NIKKE, the last bad character we got, and by bad character, I mean unusable. Unusable. There's a big difference, because if some of you are calling her mid, but it's usable. A is usable. You can put them on your team if you build them. Arcana Isabel, as much as I dislike that system, you can't use them, and she's strong, right? The last character we got that was trash, even Crash and Trina have used, was Flora. And Flora was when? When was this pickup? I don't even remember, honestly. Oh, I cannot even see it here, okay. It was on September, I believe it was. Around September. We got Sui, which was pretty bad, we got this, we got Rumani, and we got Flora. November of 2024, that was the last trash banner we got. And by trash I mean zero, like absolute zero usage. So this is the same case as Flora. And again, I understand some people will be like, Sefhi, this is good because you can save. No, it's not good. You should not be settling for characters that are worse than SR units. This is Pascal. You are better off using Pascal than using her. They are the same bullshit. B1 healer with a 40-second. Are we tripping? Are we actually tripping on this? Like, this is a kit that is applied to characters given for free that are a lower rarity. That's what Sora is. Of course, people will find excuses to defend shift up on this type of kit. It is what it is. I don't understand, like, after so long making great kits, I don't know why we're going back to this though. We're making characters that were usable, characters that were good, and characters that even were not meta, be it Trina, be it Crust, be it your K if you want. They are still characters you can use, and they will do damage, they will do good, they will find place on a lot of teams. When it comes to Sora, good luck finding a user for her. 23% at level 10. You have to make this a level 10 skill. We'll see what the breakpoint is on a skill 2. And it's only on destroys an enemy part. It only procs there. If there is no parts, she becomes a character that only heals every 40 seconds. Nah, it's fine. Automatically, I can tell you she's a T4 character. I'm so tilted that I might even put her with Milk down here, okay? Even though they are not that bad, but you know what I mean. So yeah, shift up being shift up, says la vie sometimes with this type of games. Hopefully, we are not going back to this type of characters often, and it's just a once a year thing where we're getting a character like this. Please, let's just go back to normal usable units, alright? That said, I'm out. Don't pull for this character. If you pull, get a copy only for collection for your Pokédex, like I'll try to do. But if you pull for her, I wouldn't even recommend building her, even for the solo raid that's opening later. But by the way, remember that the only reason we might be able to use her on the current solo raid is because it was delayed 2 times. And there is parts in Providence. If not, this would be a character that instantly it's fucking useless. Nah, I'm out. I'm tilted. I'm gonna go play some fucking Terraria to chill out, alright? Love you all, bossos. We're live every single day. Links in the description. Good luck with your pool generates, and I'll see you on the next one.